Hey guys, great to see you and welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to take a look at how to play the blues in the key of A. Now we're going to start off very basic, and we're also then going to progress on to how you can play the blues in A like the greats, the Robert Johnsons, the Charlie Pattons and all those legendary blues players. But in order to do that, we've got to start with some basic stuff. And then I'm going to show you lots of different variations that you can use to enhance your blues and how you play it. So let's get started. Okay, so when we're playing the blues in A, we have our 1 and our 4 and our 5 chord as usual. Now in the key of A, that's going to be an A, a D, and an E. Alright, now we're not going to play them using traditional chord shapes like I've just played, because that's really not how we play the blues. We're going to be looking to play our A like this, effectively like a bar chord, right? And whilst it looks like I'm barring all those bottom 4 strings, I'm effectively only really concerned about the 3rd and the 4th string. So I can concentrate on playing the 5, the 4, and sometimes the 3. What we're going to be doing is playing a shuffle, right? Which is a very common technique with the blues. And so it's very important for us to count as well. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And that helps us create the feel that we're looking for, right? So let me show you what I mean. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Alright, so you can see how that works, yeah? I'm doing a bit of dampening when I'm playing this, right? So I'm kind of stopping the sound. So it's not just going. In order to dampen it, what we're doing is it's a combination of the left and the right hand sometimes, all right? So I'm pressing on and kind of taking the pressure off with my left hand and this index finger, right? So press and release stops the sound, right? And you can use the right hand as well by playing and putting either the heel of your palm of your hand on the strings or just the thumb back on. So that's something else we need to think about. Now when we go to the D chord, because we're using this bar shape, all we need to do is slide it down just 1 string and add our middle finger to the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And now we're going to concentrate on playing the 4th and the 3rd strings, occasionally the 2nd. And I should point out that when we play this shuffle, the ring finger is going on to the 4th fret 3rd string when we're playing the D. And it's the same when we're doing the A shuffle, only the ring finger's going on and off the 4th string, alright? So for the A, 4th string, for the D, 3rd string. And that just leaves us one more chord, as you know, which is going to be the E chord, all right? And for that, we're going to use the same technique, all right? So we are going to slide it all the way up there. And again, don't be fooled into thinking I'm barring all those strings. It's just the 4th and the 5th. And this time, we're going to concentrate on hitting the 6th and the 5th, and occasionally the 4th. Same principle applies with our ring finger. It's going to be going on the 4th fret. Only this time, the 5th string. Okay, and we've got that same dampening technique. Alright, so just to quickly recap, when we're playing the A, ring finger is going on the 4th string. When we're going on the D, it's shuffling on the 3rd string. And when we go for the E, it's going on the 5th string. So, if we were to play a blues with those basic concepts, we would go. Alright, with a little turnaround, which we'll take a look at in a little while. So first of all, just try and get your timing nice, because that's a huge part of making your blues sound good. Now, the actual chord positions are very simple. They're not too difficult. The skill is in the execution. All right? So it's how you play it, how you control the sound, and how much in control you are of the guitar rather than the guitar being in control of you, in a sense, right? So in other words, I'm controlling when the sound stops and starts. That's the easiest way to think about it, right? So if I play an A, I can play it dampened, or I can play it not dampened. Now, there's lots of things I can do by controlling the sound, but we're going to keep it simple just for now. You can always, if you're interested in any deep blues, then you might be interested in checking out my Patreon page, where I have hundreds of blues lessons where you can learn everything you'll ever really need to learn about the blues, including all the shuffles and turnarounds and soloing and all those type of things. All right. So they're the basic shapes: A, D, and E. The only other thing you got to do there is link them without losing your timing. All right, that's the secret really. So you want a real nice steady groove. Now, once you do this 2/4 shuffle, like so, right, and you've got it down nice, well, that in itself is a real nice blues, okay? And you could play that for a very long time. So you refine it just as you want it, right? Now, another thing you can do is, rather than just 2/4 like this, like we're doing with the A, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, the D, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, and E, 2 and 4. Well, we can also add the 5. You will have heard that as a shuffle in your blues probably, so it's more of a... Now with this, what we're doing is, although we're starting out in our little bar position that we've already looked at, because we're going to go up to the 5, it means we can't keep it fretted. All right, so if you watch my fingers and I play this very slowly, you'll see that I kind of lift it up, so I've got the freedom of doing this kind of movement. And the way you do that is like this. Now it's important to note that when I'm playing this shuffle, I'm only playing 5 and 4 for the A. And when I go to the D, I'm only going to play 4 and 3. Back to 4 and 5 strings, all right, and then for the E, just 6 and 5. Okay, so that's how you can have a different shuffle by adding that extra note. All right, now they're all the very basic shapes, and like I say, you can spend a long time playing these. I mean years playing these and refining them and getting them real perfect. But the beauty is that it's a whole lot of fun even when you've been playing it for half an hour. So it's one of those things that you can spend a very long time on, but you can get results very quickly. All right, so don't just play it blindly. Try and think and try and listen to some of the things that we've discussed there. Okay, so once you're comfortable with that, please come back and check out part 2. All right, because that's when things are going to start getting a little bit more interesting. And so I do really hope you'll join me for that. And then I can show you how to get a little bit more sophisticated with an A blues. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.